What if the war everyone is watching is not the real war at all? When people hear about the conflict involving Iran, they usually imagine something simple. On one side, Israel and the United States. On the other side, Iran. Missiles flying, drones in the sky, airstrikes lighting up the night. That's the story the headlines show. But what if the real conflict is much bigger than that? What if Iran is not fighting alone? And what if two of the world's most powerful nations are quietly shaping the battlefield from behind the scenes? Stay with us until the end of this video, because what you are about to learn may completely change how you see this conflict and the future of global power. And if you enjoy content that explores world events and global history, make sure to subscribe to the Wisdom channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our next documentary. For most viewers around the world, the conflict appears straightforward. Powerful military forces facing off in a tense and dangerous region, Iran launching missiles, air defenses being activated, naval fleets moving across strategic waters. But modern warfare is rarely simple. Behind every missile strike lies something even more important than weapons: information. Military analysts often say that wars are no longer won by firepower alone. They are won through intelligence. Knowing where the enemy is, knowing when they move, knowing what targets matter most. And that is where things begin to get interesting. Recent missile strikes attributed to Iran have shown extremely precise targeting, certain military installations, specific infrastructure, key strategic locations. This kind of accuracy usually requires something very powerful: real-time intelligence. That includes satellite surveillance, radar mapping, naval movement tracking, advanced targeting data. But here is the critical question. Does Iran have a global intelligence network capable of doing all of that by itself? Many experts say probably not, which leads to a much bigger question. Who is helping? One country frequently mentioned by analysts is Russia. Russia possesses one of the most sophisticated military intelligence systems in the world. Its satellite network monitors military movements across large parts of the globe. Its radar systems track aircraft, ships, and missile launches. And its intelligence agencies have decades of experience operating in complex conflicts. The relationship between Iran and Russia has also grown stronger in recent years. During the war in Ukraine, Iran reportedly supplied Russia with combat drones that were used in various military operations. That cooperation demonstrated something important. The two countries are capable of military coordination. Now some observers believe that the partnership could be evolving in a new direction. Instead of supplying equipment, Russia may be contributing strategic intelligence support. In this scenario, Iran provides the pressure on the battlefield. Russia provides information and surveillance capabilities. If that is true, the conflict becomes far more complex than a regional war. It becomes part of a much larger geopolitical chess game. But Russia may not be the only major power involved, because another global giant could also be playing a role, though in a very different way. Unlike many global powers, China rarely enters conflicts directly. That has never been its preferred strategy. Instead, China tends to operate quietly behind the scenes, through economic influence, through diplomatic pressure, through technology partnerships, through strategic investments. In recent years, China has significantly expanded its relationships across the Middle East: energy partnerships, infrastructure projects, trade agreements. For China, stability in the region is important, but so is reducing Western dominance over global trade routes and energy supplies. Some reports suggest that Iran may have gained access to advanced military technologies, including systems designed to challenge powerful naval forces operating near its waters. These could include sophisticated anti-ship missile systems or technologies designed to counter aircraft carriers. China has not openly confirmed such involvement, but many analysts believe Beijing prefers to influence global events quietly rather than visibly. This approach allows China to protect its interests without becoming directly involved in military confrontations. And when you combine these possibilities, a fascinating strategic structure begins to appear. Think of the conflict as a three-layer system. At the lowest level are regional groups and allied militias operating across the Middle East. Above them stands Iran, acting as a central regional power coordinating strategy. And behind Iran, possibly influencing events from a distance, are two global powers: Russia and China. Each layer plays a different role. Regional forces create pressure on the ground. Iran directs regional strategy. and global powers influence the broader geopolitical balance. If this model is accurate, then the conflict is not just about territory or military retaliation. It may also be part of a larger competition between global power blocs. But the impact of this struggle is already spreading beyond military zones. And it is beginning to affect something that shapes the entire world: the global economy. One of the most immediate effects of geopolitical conflict is uncertainty. Investors dislike uncertainty. Financial markets react quickly when stability is questioned. Some analysts say that recent tensions have affected the perception of security in parts of the Gulf region. Cities once considered extremely stable financial hubs may now face questions about long-term risk. When investors begin to worry, capital often moves elsewhere. Some financial flows have already been shifting toward other international hubs, such as Singapore. But perhaps the biggest shift is happening in the energy market. Global energy systems are extremely sensitive to conflict in the Middle East. Oil routes, shipping lanes, supply chains, all of them are affected by regional instability. Interestingly, countries that were once discouraged from purchasing Russian oil are now quietly continuing those purchases. Policies that once appeared rigid are becoming more flexible. That suggests something very important. The global energy map is changing, and the consequences of that change could last for decades. Right now, the world is focused on the explosions, the missiles, and the military headlines. But the most important question may actually come after the war ends. What kind of world will emerge from this conflict? History shows that major wars often reshape global power structures. New alliances form, economic systems shift. Influence moves from one region to another. Today, the future geopolitical order may already be taking shape. And the countries influencing that future are not only Washington and Tel Aviv, they also include Moscow and Beijing. The battlefield may be in Iran, but the real contest is about who will shape the world that comes next. And that is a story the world is still watching unfold. If you found this analysis informative, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the Wisdom channel. For more in-depth documentaries on global events, history, and the forces shaping our future. And now we want to hear from you. Do you think this conflict could reshape global power in the coming years? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And we will see you in the next video.